Hello, I'm Last Son Jim and welcome to Jim's Comic Corner. I missed New Comic Book Day yesterday. I was very busy, so I figured I'd get around to it today. Today we have The Flash, number 19. Let me see if I can get... There you go. We got Captain Boomerang with the Flash on his shoulders. This is Sins of the Father Part 2. Yeah. And then we've got Action Comics number 976. Which is Superman Reborn Part 4. And if you see the front cover, you've got two different versions of Superman. You've got the Rebirth and the New 52 version. Let's jump into Action Comics and Superman Reborn. Now, last issue I said I wasn't a big fan of the story anyway, and that was in Superman 19. That was Superman Reborn Part 3. Because it was very much like they were racing to the top of the tower to rescue John, and it all ended well. Well, it turns out it didn't end well at all. What happened was, turns out that during the whole thing, it's very complicated, so bear with me. During the whole chase to the top, Superman and Lois kind of forgot who they were and became their New 52 versions instead. Obviously, that aren't married, that aren't even together, they're just friends and don't even have a kid. So even though they rescued John, they're like, who's this kid? What's going on? And Mixie's just like, well, that's a shame, isn't it? But I'm going because this is actually beyond even me at this point. I don't know what's going on. Someone else keeps talking about, but he'll know. And you don't want him here. We don't know who him is yet. But John managed to stop Mixie with help of these weird glowing orbs that turned out to be the rebirth versions of his parents. They kind of went into the bodies of the New 52. And then they were like, oh, John, oh, no, what happened? We can't believe we forgot you. But what that's done is it's cemented the rebirth version of Superman in this reality. So the New 52 version of Superman is essentially gone. It doesn't exist. And all of the stories that before Doomsday, all the Brainiac stuff, everything that was pre-New 52 is now solidified for everyone, apparently. It's just like they took the two universes and this has solidified that the act of true love has solidified the craziness of the New 52 and made it, sealed it with the current story. So it's like they're kind of writing out New 52 in a way. But they're not. They're like, oh, some of the things will still... It's well confusing. I'll be honest, it's well confusing. But as far as I can tell, they're like, this has all been solidified for the Superman of pre-New 52, if you wish. With the son, with Lois as his wife, everything's groovy. Except at the end, we have this cloaked figure who's been around this whole time, and he's just like, well, this is weird. I didn't expect that to happen, but I guess we'll see what he says, and he's talking about someone else. And the final thing we see is a planet coming into view. And there you go, there it is. I'm going to assume it's probably Warworld and it's Darkseid. I mean, it's a pretty good assumption. But I guess we'll wait and see, and we'll see what happens. But there you go. There's the whole thing solidifying itself. Don't know if you can see that, but it's basically all the different stories from Superman's past and how he got to Earth. You know, the whole thing, basically getting rid of the New 52 storyline and implementing the original Superman storyline. So that's that. That's the end of Superman Reborn. He's now reborn. He's himself again. And they've kind of, at the end, they made a sort of combination of the two costumes, the New 52 costume and the costume he's been wearing in Rebirth. So there's Superman back. He's got his red boots back, but no pants on the outside, because we don't need pants on the outside. No collar, no wristy cuffs. That's a good Superman. I like that. I like that suit. I like the belt as well. The belt of that. It's red with a sort of yellow Superman. That's good. It was good. After the last issue, when I was just like, it's opened it up to a whole bigger world of what's going on in Superman, and also it's kind of solidified the original. I've said solidified a lot. The original story back to the way it was, and the whole New 52 thing. Superman is gone. So yeah, I don't think it'll be gone because nothing's ever gone in comics. It'll rear its ugly head at some point, I'm sure. Next we have The Flash, number 19, Sins of the Father Part 2. Last issue, Captain Boomerang, Wally West, and The Flash were caught by the Weavers, who have been selling guns. Kid Flash is just trying to find out about his dad, Daniel, the New 52 Reverse Flash, because that's never going to get confusing. They defeat the Weavers because of Kid Flash. He basically helps them. He then asks Captain Boomerang about his dad, the Reverse Flash, and he's just like, he died a hero, he died saving people. And Kid Flash is like, okay, but he's still not happy, you know, because he wanted to get to know his dad and wanted to find out why. And then he's just like, didn't think I was good enough. I don't understand why he didn't trust me, blah, blah, blah. Finally, the Flash unmasks himself to Wally West. And he's just like, it's me, it's Barry. And he hugs him at first, and they sit and they talk. And he tells him everything about how the original Reverse Flash killed his parents, blah, blah, blah. His dad killed his mum. His dad went to prison, all of that malarkey. And then Wally's like, what about Iris? Does Iris know? And he's just like, no, I'm trying to protect the people I love. And Wally's like, well, then you're just lying. You're still lying to everybody. He's like, if you really cared about her, you tell her. And then Wally's like, I don't want to be around you, and legs it. And of course, he's quite fast, so he legs it. And the Flash is like, what have I done? Did I make a mistake telling him? What's going to happen? But then, right at the end, you see a sort of a lightning storm going on over Iron Heights, and you see the penitentiary of Eobard Thawne, Reverse Flash, and it gets struck by lightning, and he breaks out of his restraints. He's in restraints, and right at the bottom they use the classic comic, my favourite word in comics, Krakoom. That's brilliant. And then he's like, I remember the Batman Thomas Wayne, he killed me in Flashpoint. I should teach his son a lesson. There you go. There we have the Reverse Flash back as he was. And he's going after Batman. So apparently that's to be continued in Batman 21. Now we've got a crossover event coming up with Batman and the Flash. So I think I might have to pick up Batman for that event and read through Batman as well. So we can just kind of follow the Flash storyline through those. They're very clever when they do that. I'm like, yeah, buy some extra books. Yeah, okay, I will. So there we go. Good. I like that. I'm intrigued as where Flash is going now, especially with Batman. Especially as the picture has the button from Watchmen. So I'm intrigued to see where that's going. Superman Reborn. If it's Darkseid coming in is always a good thing. He's probably one of my favourite Superman villains. So that'll be good too. And you know, we now know. I guess we now know what's going on with the whole two Superman things. There isn't two Supermen. There's only one. There's only one Clark Kent. There's only one Lois Lane. So everything should be a little bit more straightforward now. But it's comics. Who knows? That's it for this Comic Corner. Join me next week where it will be Superman 20 and The Flash 18. I think. So we'll find out what's going on in them. Until next time, I will see you soon. Take care, guys.